All right, we're gonna take a trip to northern Italy for a couple of white wines for your summer drinking pleasure. All right, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Casara. We are here to help you know more and drink better. And we are taking a trip to northern Italy, like I said. We're gonna do two different white wines that are probably gonna be perfect, well, they will be perfect for your summer drinking. But they're not wines that you are probably familiar with. And you know that, here we want to continue to provide you with lots of alternatives and lots of education just to understand what the heck you're seeing in the wine stores, right? So in this case, we are going to taste a Soave and a Gavi. So this Soave is made from the Soave grape, and this Gavi is made from the Gavi grape. Wait a second, wait a minute. Chris, haven't you taught us that in Italy, wines are named for places? Yeah, okay. So the Soave wine is made from the Garganega grape, and the Gavi is made from the Cortese grape. So once again, you'll eventually be able to translate all of these places into the grapes that make up their wines. This is just another little lesson. So if you think about, I guess both of these wines come from northern Italy. The Soave is from Verona, and the Gavi is in the Piemonte area. So we typically are doing red wines from Piemonte. So this is a white wine for you to get a hold of. Normally we like to start, if we're doing a couple of wines, we like to start light to heavy. But since these guys are pretty similar in nature, I am just going to go alphabetically from Gavi to Soave. Thinking of Rico Soave all of a sudden now, although I didn't think of it beforehand. Rico. So Gavi, again, made from the Cortese grape, it's a wine that you'll see quite a bit of, and a lot of the wines that you find in the stores have been pretty well thought through. So a lot of the brand names you see tend to give you pretty good wines, but you still want to taste through some and see what really kind of sings to you. This one, I don't know if you're probably not going to be able to see it, but you almost can see a little effervescence kind of coming through on this wine, which is pretty neat. Naturally, both of these wines are going to do well with fish and seafood and salads and any of the lighter summer fare that you're going to have. But let's see what they bring to the table and whether they really profile more to one drinker or another. Actually, I'm developing bad habits. So this is a 2019 Volpi Gavi from the Commune di Gavi. It has the DOCG seal on it, so it's official. Okay. It's pretty steely, clean, a little. I'm just going to talk about what comes to my mind. A little banana. And a little bit of citrus. So somebody squeeze some lemon onto the banana. I got a little bit of that, a little bit of the frizzante, a little of the bubbles, but I think they're kind of blowing off. That was just a momentary delight, I guess, from just opening this wine. So this wine is actually a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. On the mouth, it's not as, in the mouthfeel, it's not as light and, no, it's not as light as I thought it was going to be, which is interesting. The flavors are pretty muted. It's there's definitely some citrus there. There's a floral note coming through. I don't get any banana. And there is a little tingle on my tongue from the wine. So it's a pretty neat experience, but it's not as, it's not gonna be like really lively, which, you know, for some, you might enjoy that, you know, because you don't, you know, some people don't like that searing acidity that you get from some of these white wines. But it is, I almost feel like this is more of an indoor wine. I feel like if I were a little more buttoned up during the summer and having dinner inside as opposed to being outside on the porch or by the pool. It's got some nice minerality to it. It's a pretty good wine. Okay, cool. Let's pour a little. I am going to do a rinse here. I've been doing a lot from this one glass. Okay, so now we're going to get into the La Cappuccina. Cappuccina, 100% Garganega from the Soave region, right? 2020. This thing's friggin' just been bottled, right? More or less. Again, so this one has a DOC, so it's the denomination di origine controllata, but it's from the bigger region of Soave as opposed to being from a smaller sub-region within Soave, like Soave Classico, right? Soave Classico, kind of like the Chianti Classico bullseye type of scenario. So Soaves, I think that I've had in the past have been more in the family of apples and pears and sort of notes like that. Almost, I find them to be a little Riesling-like, although they're a little heavier. But who knows? Well, let's see what this one. Let's see what this one brings to the table. This is a pretty wine. So there's a bunch of different fruits going on. There's almost like a little bit of a nutmeggy type spice in here. And it's it kind of has like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. But there you can tell there's a creaminess here. So I'm going apples, I'm going nutmeg, there's pears too, maybe apples and pears. We'll see if one of them distinguishes themselves on the palate. But there is a warmth to it. So it's funny, this is going to be another indoor white wine for summer. I think both of these are good wines for summer, but they're not wines to be had by the pool. They're wines for the indoor dinner that you have where you're having some fish after you've spent the day at the beach or after you've spent the day at the pool. Damn, this is good. Oh, I'm getting some lemons. It's a nice mouthfeel. There's those spices. There's like a nutmeggy, I'm saying nutmeg, but it's not just nutmeg. There's nutmeg, vanilla. There's an oaky richness here, but it's not oaky. It's a clean, oaky richness, which is really nice. So, made entirely from Garganega grapes, matures on the fine lees for 5 months. So that probably is the reason for some of the extra weight, this is really good. It's a really nice Soave, and I think the more you explore wines from Soave, and even both of these regions, but I find that Soave is something that I gravitate towards a bit more than Gavi, just because I think there are more layers here at times, right? So if you think about it, I'm going to take another sip here. Yeah, there's a lot of neat flavors happening in here. Apples, pears, nutmeg, maybe even a little cinnamon, some oak, and there's plenty of acid, so this is really nice. So if you think about it, what type of drinker are you? What which one of these wines would you like more? If you are a Riesling and Sauvignon Blanc lover, you'll go Gavi. If you are more of a Chardonnay person, you're gonna want Soave. Rico Suave. Really good efforts here in both cases from our friends in Northern Italy, and I hope you get out and try them. If you can't find these, again, there should be good options from the regions, and hopefully you'll have the same level of success that I did with these. Until next time, enjoy the summer. Cheers. Hey guys, it's Chris. I want to thank you for watching this video. I appreciate every view and every comment and like that I get. I'd encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos, and put that little bell on so you get notified whenever I release a new drinks video. Thanks again.